Sweetenham cruise terminal set for major extension next month. Government malls adding Influenza A to quarantine leave list. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amin Carlos and welcome to News on 2. Well, about 3 million tourists expected to arrive via Sweetenham or Penang Port will be benefiting from new amenities soon to be upgraded in Phase 4 of the port's development plan. Now, Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng said Penang Port will soon be a tourism landmark for cruise ships when the Phase 4 development plan is expected to be fully completed by the year 2025. According to Lim, the refurbishment efforts to be undertaken will incur a cost of about 500 million ringgit to be funded by commercial investors.
Pelabuhan ini sebanyak 400 meter. Boleh buat dua jenis kapal ini yang boleh mengangkut 7,000 penumpang. Dan kalau kita masuk itu kru dalam itu kapal 3,000, bermakna kapal sedemikian boleh muat 10,000 orang. So dengan dua buah kapal dengan kemudahan asas infrastruktur yang boleh muat dua kapal 10,000 orang ini akan membangunkan sektor pelancongan pelayaran di Pulau Pinang.
He said this when met by reporters after an official visit to Penang Port, Sendirian Berhad today. The Bagan Member of Parliament explained that Phase 1 to deepening the waters near the port by 400 metres will cost about 150 million ringgit, expected to be completed in 24 to 36 months when work begins in April. He said the development plan will directly encourage the tourism sector amidst an impact to small-medium industries and providing job opportunities. Also present was Jeffrey Chew, Chairman of Penang Port Commission. The Ministry of Entrepreneur Development will set up a dedicated secretariat to empower the Class F contractor, also known as G1, nationwide. Now, Minister Dato Sri Muhammad Rizwan Yusof said the secretariat that formed by the professionals would ensure 24,000 contractors under the Contractor and Entrepreneur Development Division fulfill the job scope requirements stipulated in the project's contract. Dato Sri Muhammad Rizwan said such initiative would also enhance the capability and quality of contractor and concessionaire appointed by the government.
Kadang-kadang cakap besar merasa suka untuk mengurus kontraktor kecil, jadi mereka pun bergabung membentuk satu sekretariat untuk memastikan semua di bawah satu payung.
In another development, Dato Sri Muhammad Rizwan said the change in ceiling prices was still being discussed by the cabinet based on market price rates. Deputy Prime Minister today commended local animated film industry for producing quality work that is on par with international animation works. Well, she said they had successfully put good values into the film which could inspire all levels of society.
Alhamdulillah, saya merasa bangga bahawa potensi perfilman terutama ni di bawah bakat-bakat anak bangsa, anak negara kita telah digilapkan dan dibawa ke tahap sini begini. Dan memanglah kualitinya memang bagus sekali dan menarik latar ceritanya, namun apa yang ada juga adalah social issues dan message sosial yang telah diketengahkan, ya.
She was met after attending a special screening of Agent Ali, the movie, with 50 persons with disabilities or OKU from Taman Sinar Harapan Cheras. The special screening of the movie was Dato Sri Wan Aziza's initiative to reach out to and spend time with the occupants of Taman Sinar Harapan via family value-based entertainment. The Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka DBP will uphold the Jawi script writing by introducing it among students in foreign countries and the international community, especially in the ASEAN region. Its Director General, Dato Abang Salihuddin Abdul Syakiran, said this will help expand the Malay literature and uphold the Jawi script writing that was once used widely during the 18th century. Datu Abang Salahuddin said that Jawi scripts could be used in interactions between communities to further promote cultural understanding and communications. Datu Abang Salahuddin was met at the DBP Jawi workshop closing ceremony in Krabi, Thailand, where 50 students from Krabi underwent a course on the new teaching methods introduced by DBP to learn Jawi script writing. The closing ceremony was officiated by Raja Muda Perlis Tuanku Said Faizuddin Putra Jamalullah. The UiTM Malaysia Alumni Association, PA UiTM, welcomes Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's appointment as Acting Education Minister. Now, its president, Dato' Muhammad Zaini Hassan, is confident that the Prime Minister is capable of ensuring adherence to the national education principles and its empowerment. Well, in a statement issued today, he expressed hope that all parties could give full support to Tun Dr. Mahathir for him to carry out the duty effectively and maintain the integrity of the nation's education system. Well, a statement by the Prime Minister's office yesterday said the appointment of Tun Dr. Mahathir was agreed to by the Cabinet and he would hold the position until a new Education Minister is appointed. On the same development, PA UiTM calls for Sekolah Wawasan, which was initiated by Tun Dr. Mahathir, to be reintroduced. The Kamubu Agricultural Development Authority, or KADA, will organize an international marathon in September as an effort to rebrand the agency internationally. Now, Chairman Dato' Husam Musa said the marathon event will take place along drainage ways, paddy fields and village areas in the KADA zone. Dato' Husam explained that via the event, it was hoped that KADA would be more recognized and at the same time would promote local products and tourism destinations, including cultural activities and traditional foods. He was met after attending a program with paddy farmers at Kampung Nara, Pasir Putih. A special unit known as Narcotics Nucleus Secretariat, or SNN, will be set up in Langkawi as an effort to combat drug smuggling by sea. While Bukit Aman Narcotics Crime Investigation Department NCID Director Dato' Muhammad Khalil Kadir Muhammad said previously the SNN had been established at the Malaysia-Thailand borders. Dato' Muhammad Khalil said the establishment of SNN in Langkawi was because the Langkawi waters had been identified as entry route for smuggling the drugs.
Sebagai buffer untuk menyaring mendapatkan maklumat kemasukan kerana Langkawi ini dia open sea. Jadi kita mudah-mudahan dengan adanya, jadi bila kita buka kita akan bekerjasama dengan Marine Police dan juga dengan narkotik lokal dan semua agensi termasuk agensi luar negara untuk kita menangani.
In another development, Dato' Muhammad Khalil said more than 1,000 individuals were arrested for various narcotic-related offences during 2 days of Icebreakers 2.0 operations. He said the 183 individuals arrested were believed to be drug pushers, adding that the drugs seized worth more than 150,000 ringgit on market value. Now, the Health Ministry is considering to add Influenza A in the list of 6 infectious diseases, which allows for quarantine leave to be provided. Now, Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad said the proposal was made after taking into account several factors that Influenza A is highly infectious and can cause death.
Itu adalah satu perubahan pembinaan polisi dan saya akan pastinya mengambil usul itu dengan secara lebih serius. Saya boleh tentangkan, tapi kita tahu bahawa buat sementara ini ia bukan dalam perkara-perkara dia ataupun condition yang boleh menyebabkan seperti yang kami ucapkan. Saya pastinya boleh mengangkat agenda ini untuk kami nilai semula, reassess, revisit, tak ada masalah. We always open to renewal dan review. Ini sikap kita terbuka mendengar pandangan dan apapun kritikan daripada siapa pun.
He also gave his assurance that the supply of antiviral medicines for influenza A in the country is sufficient. The main symptoms of influenza include cold, sore throat, cough, headache, joint pain, muscle ache, and fatigue. Well, Sabah Health and People's Wellbeing Ministry has dismissed reports claiming that H1N1 was the cause of death of a 3-year-old child at a school in Kota Kinabalu last Thursday. Its Minister, Dato' Frankie Poon Min Fang, said the State Health Department is conducting investigations as well as clinical sample tests to determine the actual cause of death. According to Dato' Frankie, the child had fever, cough and flu. The child received treatment at a private clinic before being referred to Sabah Hospital for Women and Children when the child's medical condition took a turn for the worse. Meanwhile, Dato' Frankie also confirmed 2 cases of polio infection in Sandakan and Kinabatangan involving unvaccinated children after a 3-month baby boy was recorded having the disease in Tuaran in December last year. The victims, aged 8 and 11, were foreigners. Tests at the World Health Organization Polio Regional Reference Laboratory in Melbourne, Australia, found the polio virus, which infected all 3 patients, have genetic links with the polio case in Philippines. The Federal Territories Ministry, through the Kuala Lumpur City Hall, or DBKL, will collaborate with the Ministry of Housing and Local Governments on the proposed designated smoking areas in public places. Now, Minister Khalid Abdul Samad explained that the appropriate locations for such buildings would be based on several factors to ensure that smoking activities would not affect the health and comfort of others.
Itu merupakan satu usaha yang menunjukkan adanya kerjasama di antara Kementerian Kesihatan dan juga pihak KPKT yang mana boleh diperlihatkan bahawa hak perokok itu tetap diambil kira lah, ya. Walaupun kita semua memahami bahawa bila mereka merokok mereka menggugat kesihatan yang orang yang lain, tetapi kita tetap benarkan dengan kita tentukan adanya tempat-tempat yang sesuai lah.
Previously, Housing and Local Government Minister Zuraida Kamarudin said local authorities could apply to the ministry for an allocation to set up special smoking areas in public places. She said 1 million ringgit had been allocated for the purpose, and all local authorities nationwide could build designated smoking areas within commercial areas and food courts under their jurisdiction. That we conclude this evening's News On To. In our top story, Sweetenham Pier Cruise Terminal set for major extension next month. To join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'm Amin Carlos. And from all of us here, asking you to stay tuned to TV2, and we wish you a pleasant evening ahead.